AC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, coldest temperatures of the year going back to January. In fact, January 19th was the last freeze we saw, and that was that super deep freeze where we saw temperatures in the teens on back-to-back nights, 30 degrees on the morning of the 19th. And tonight we won't get to that level, but we'll get close to freezing and see those freezing temperatures for the first time since January coming up. In fact, freeze warnings tonight for much of central and south Texas, Texas Hill Country, East Texas, and into the northwestern sections of Louisiana and Acadiana. Although I think mostly in our area we're going to see temperatures just above the freezing mark, mainly because of the cloud cover, but included in the freeze warning area of Voiles, Rapides, Evangeline, Allen, Beauregard, and Calcasieu parishes, also Vernon Parish to the north. So that's where it's going to be coldest. The farther north and west you go, the coldest the temperatures will be. Now, on the radar satellite composite earlier today, we did see some snowflakes showing up across southeast Texas, eastern Texas as well. A couple of reports of a little light sleet mixed in around the Basile area on up through portions of Chico, but most of us seeing just mostly light sprinkles, and that's all we get to see from here on out. I doubt whether we see any kind of winter precipitation, but there's always a chance. Maybe a little light sleet could mix in with this little batch of light rain that's heading for St. Mary Parish, but not likely. Temperature profiles here locally much milder than they are off to the north and west, what we saw earlier this afternoon. But as we take a look at predictive radar, indicating maybe misty sprinkles will continue up and through about 9 or 10 o'clock locally. This is overdone, but this shows you precipitation type versus precipitation rate, which we normally show you. And looky here up across the northern part of the state, the possibility of a wintry mix from maybe sleet or light snow in around the Ruston area through Monroe, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, but that's going to be moving on out with that upper level low. And notice our predictive radar indicating the clouds will be trying to clear out southwest Louisiana, but they may not clear out in Lafayette until after dark tomorrow evening. So we got a plan for another day in the 40s like today. In fact, temperatures cooling now, upper 30s most spots. I just saw the most recent reading that doesn't get plotted up here, 39 in Lafayette. And of course, those wind chills have been bitter with stiff north winds. Wind chills have been in the 30s all day long, now dropping into the upper 20s up toward Opelousas and Alexandria, lower 30s elsewhere. And wind chills by tomorrow morning will be in the upper 20s, so bundle on up. So tomorrow we'll see mostly cloudy skies as we start the day. Here's the clearing back to the west, but we stay mostly cloudy. Maybe the skies brighten up from time to time, but with the cloud cover, our temperatures will stay in the 40s and wind chills for most of the day in the 30s. Then by this time tomorrow evening, the clouds begin to break up. Our friends over toward Lake Charles, maybe Lake Arthur, see the sun late tomorrow evening before it sets, and then tomorrow night we clear out, and that's when temperatures will be chilling down to that freezing mark, more than likely a couple of degrees below freezing. And then as we head into Thursday, lots of sunshine. That'll bring our temperatures back into the 50s, and thankfully some sun in the forecast. So temperatures tonight dropping down to low to mid 30s. Notice the model not going for freezing temperatures with the exception of Alexandria, but hedging our bets, take care of the vegetation up here tonight. Mid 30s I-10 corridor, 35 to 36 in Lafayette, and mid to upper 30s coastal parishes. And then tomorrow with the cloud cover, we stay mostly in the 40s, mid 40s, northern portions of Acadiana. A little bit milder though, western sections where there might be a little sun late in the day will go 46, 47 in Lafayette, and much the same coastal parishes through tomorrow night. Then the coldest readings will be Thursday morning. This is what we expect Thursday morning. Upper 20s, 28 looks like a pretty solid number. Upper 20s to near 30, I-10 corridor. So again, not a pipe busting cold, but cold enough that you need to take care of the plants and pets. Wind chills, the story tomorrow morning. They'll be in the upper 20s to near 30. They stay in the 30s most of the day tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, wind chill less of a factor as winds diminishing, and our actual temperatures getting close to the readings you see there. So cloudy, breezy, and cold tonight. Chills in the upper 20s by morning. Temperatures above freezing for most of us, but you may want to protect the tender vegetation now. You'll need to do it for sure tomorrow night. 46 the high tomorrow with clearing eventually late in the day into tomorrow evening. And as we move into the 10-day forecast, lots of sunshine Thursday into the weekend. Temperatures eventually getting back into the 60s. Could be frosty also Friday morning. Plants could go back out after Saturday morning, and then mild temperatures with eventually a good chance of rain and storms Wednesday, Thursday of next week.
All right, just got to get through these wind chills.
Yes, the
first,
wind chills
I guess,
and temperatures near freezing out there. Makes you move fast from the building to the car.
Yeah, sure does. That's a good point.
Exactly.
Thanks, Rob.